It was a typical day in Mrs. Thompson's math class, where the students often dreaded the challenging problems she threw their way. Mrs. Thompson was notorious for her tough assignments, but no one ever complained. Most students quietly accepted the difficulty of her lessons. However, today, she was in the mood to raise the stakes even higher. After going through a difficult algebra lesson, Mrs. Thompson paused and turned to the class. "I have a math problem for you all. If anyone can solve it, I'll give them a free pass on the next test," she announced. The room went silent. Mrs. Thompson's problems were always complex, and the idea of getting a free pass was tempting. But no one spoke up. Then, out of nowhere, Jake, one of the most confident and cocky kids in the class, muttered from the back, "I bet even the janitor couldn't solve that." The entire class turned to Jake, eyebrows raised. Jake's remark was both arrogant and sarcastic. He often teased the school's janitor, Mr. Williams, who was always quietly going about his work, cleaning up after the students. Mr. Williams was a nice guy, but no one really took much notice of him. However, Mrs. Thompson overheard Jake's challenge and decided to take it seriously. Without skipping a beat, she turned toward Jake and said, "You know what? Let's put that to the test. Let's see if Mr. Williams can solve it." The class collectively gasped. Was she serious? Everyone knew Jake didn't mean it. He was just trying to be funny. But Mrs. Thompson walked over to the door, opened it, and called, "Mr. Williams, we have a math problem for you. Would you like to give it a try?" The class fell silent as the janitor walked in, wiping his hands on his work shirt. He had always been friendly, but mostly kept to himself. He stood by the board and took a quick look at the equation. With a calm demeanor, he began solving the problem step by step. The students were shocked. He worked through the algebra effortlessly, explaining each part of the process as if it were second nature to him. When he finished, he looked up and smiled. Sometimes, solving a problem is just about looking at it from a different angle, he said. Jake stood speechless, his face turning red as the entire class applauded. Mrs. Thompson smiled knowingly. That day, they all learned that you should never underestimate anyone, no matter their role.